Good day, everyone. Today I'm going to discuss your Module 23 and STM006 with the lesson titled Electrochemistry, Redox Reaction, and Galvanic Cells. So for this module naman, kindly bear with me because this module is kind of long. So ayan, sana po ay mapagtiyagaan niyo ako ulit for this module. So we have our lesson targets or have our lesson objective. One is to define oxidation and reduction reaction. Two is balance redox reaction using the change in oxidation number methods. And three, draw and label the structure of galvanic cells. So first we have, before we discuss our oxidation and reduction reaction, puntahan muna natin ang ating electrochemistry. So the word electro means electricity and chemistry, of course, chemistry. So electrochemistry is a combination of electricity and chemistry. Ayan. The science unites electricity and chemistry. So this one, in electrochemistry, we're just going to study the transfer of electrons. If a chemical reaction is driven by external applied voltage, external po, we call them the electrolysis. If it's created by a chemical reaction, we call it the voltaic or the galvanic cells. So is it an or an on or an a battery? A battery pala. So this is under the electrochemical reaction. Tandaan pag battery, this is we call it voltaic cells or galvanic cells. Pag it is applied by external voltage, we have the electrolysis. So under electrochemistry, it involves the oxidation reduction reaction, or we call them the redox reaction. So these reactions involve a change in oxidation states in one or more elements. So for oxidation reduction reaction, ayan, sabi niya, there should be an transfer. There should be a transfer of electrons from between the reactants. That's why we have a reduction or oxidation reduction reaction. So I have the picture sa gilid natin. So this is kinda joke. Ayan, sana maintindihan natin. Sabi nung red dyan, I'm heat, I've lost an electron. Sabi nung blue, are you sure? Sabi niya, yung red, I'm positive. So sana na-gets natin. 'Di ba? If you will remember our chemistry 1, if we are losing our electrons is negative charges. The more na babawasan tayo ng electrons, we become positive. Sabi niya, I've lost an electrons. Tinanong siya, are you sure? Sabi niya, I'm positive. So, positive na siya kasi nag-loss siya ng electrons. Ayan. So, I hope naintindihan natin siya. So, dito po sa oxidation reduction reaction, there should be an interaction or transfer of electrons from the between the reactants. So in oxidation reduction reaction, redundant, di ba? Oxidation reduction reaction, there should be a transfer of electrons from one substance to another. So we have here, ayan, yung pictures natin dyan. We have the yellow or orange, whatsoever, and then the red one. We have the substance A, and substance B. So dito, sa ating reactant, yung electrons natin ay andi dito pa sa substance A. Pero, nung nag-undergo sila ng process and napunta sila sa product, makikita natin yung electrons natin ay nag-transfer sa substance B. So, yung substance natin sa B, andun na sa kanya yung electrons. Tatandaan natin, if yung ating compound or element ang nag-loss ng electrons, just like the orange, yung orange natin, we call them oxidation. Pero, pag sila naman yung nag-gain, like the red one, yung red one natin sa reactant, wala siyang electrons. Pero pagdating niya sa product, nagkaroon siya ng electrons. Ito, meron na siyang bilog sa ulo. Ibig sabihin, we call them the reduction. Reduction na, pag nag-loss ng electrons, we call them oxidation. Pero ang agent na nagtatrabaho dyan, we call them the reducing agent. Reducing agent po ha. Kabaliktaran. Reducing agent. Ayan, sorry. Agent. Ayan. Namatay. Agent. Ayan. Pag reducing, ang pangat ng sulat ko, pasensya na po kayo. Reducing agent. Ayan. Pero, pag nag-gain naman ng electrons, we call them oxidating agent. Ayan. Tandaan, pag nag-loss ng electrons, ang agent na nag-work on that is the reducing agent. That's why nag-lose kasi nagkaroon ng reducing agent. For this one naman, dahil nag-gain siya ng electrons, yung red natin, we call them the reduction or yung agent na nag-work done, we call that oxidizing agent. Ayan, oxidizing agent po. So, tandaan natin, meron tayong mga iba't ibang mnemonics for this one. Tandaan lang natin, una, yung oil and rig. Oil means oxidation. Oxidation is loss of electrons. Oxidation is loss of electrons. Yung rig naman, reduction is gain of electrons. So, oil, rig. So, yun yung mga tatandaan natin sa oxidation reduction. So, before that, kailangan muna nating alamin how to assign our oxidation number. Kasi nakabase dyan yung ating redox reaction. Kung paano natin malalaman kung nag-gain ba siya, nag-loss ba siya. If hindi naman natin alam kung paano mag-assign ng oxidation number. So, pag sinabi natin oxidation number, oxidation states, these are the number assigned to atoms that reflect on the net charge of an atom, would have if an electron is a chemical bond involving an atom were assigned to the electronegative ions. So, oxidation states, madali lang yan. Yan yung mga makikita nating number sa taas or superscript, taas ng isang elements. So, yung makikita natin na positive 3 plus. So, later on, makikita natin. We call them the oxidation number or oxidation states. Tandaan natin, the more na electronegative yung ions natin, they are more negative. So, oxidation state can be as thought as imaginary charges. Ayan, pwede siyang imaginary charges kasi hindi natin nakikita. Pag wala tayong nakikita, then pupunta tayo dun sa usual na oxidation number nila. So, ang oxidation number natin, they can assign according to the following rules. So, meron tayong rules. I think 7 rules in assigning oxidation number. Let's have rule number 1. Rule number 1, oxidation number of an uncombined element is always 0. Sabi niya, uncombined element. Pag sinabing uncombined, wala siyang kasama. Di ba pag may kasama yung element natin, we call it compound. So, pag wala siyang kasama, they are just an element. So, uncombined element. Tandaan natin, pag uncombined daw yung element natin, they are always 0. For example, the sodium, copper, and nitrogen gas. Since wala silang ibang kasama, sila lang, then the oxidation number would be 0. Tandaan nyo yan. Kahit O3 pa yan, O4 pa yan, basta wala siyang kasama, then the oxidation number would be 0. That's why uncombined element. Next, oxidation number of hydrogen is always positive. Except, may exemption to the rule. If it's a metal, hydride. Metal, may kasama siyang metal, tas hydride or parang NaH. Those are your metal. It is Na, sodium is a metal, and then hydrogen. So, metal hydrides. So, dyan lang nagiging negative yung ating hydrogen. Tandaan natin, the usual oxidation number of hydrogen is positive 1. The usual number of oxygen is negative 2. So, yan yung matatandaan natin. So, tandaan natin, oxidation number ng hydrogen is positive 1. Magiging negative 1 lang daw yan if it's a metal hydride. So, may metal, tapos yung hydrogen natin. Next. Ito yan. So, ang number of electrons must be added or removed to become neutral. So, pwede natin tanggalin or idagdag natin just to become neutral. Pag ang atom natin or ang element natin ay purely element, this is our uncombined element, then the number would be, or the oxidation number would be 0. Pag nakita naman natin na cation, positive charge yan, cations, mapag-aralan na natin yan before. Meron tayo nakitang positive dyan. Kahit walang number matic, that is positive one. Same goes with your chlorine or an ion. This is negative charge. Walang nakalagay na number, pero matic, that is negative 1. Okay po ba? Maliwanag. So, this one. We have here, what are the oxidation states of an element in the following? Let's have letter A. Sa letter A natin, meron lang tayong carbon. This is uncombined. So, ibig sabihin, the value would be 0. This one sa letter E natin, this is uncombined. So, the value would be 0. This one naman, positive 3, positive 2, negative 2, positive 3. So, ibig sabihin, the oxidation state, nakadepende yan dyan sa superscript natin. So, this is 3, positive 3, positive 2, negative 2, and positive 3. Tingnan natin kung tama ako. So, yan yun. Nakabase tayo dito sa superscript. So, positive 2, that's why positive 2, positive 3, positive 3. Positive 3 and positive 3. So, I guess nagigets natin itong paglalagay ng ating oxidation number. So, nakadepende din yan sa superscript natin. Tandaan natin, as long as uncombined siya, this one, for example, this one, uncombined elements, then this is matic 0. Next, the oxidation number of oxygen is always negative 0. Negative 0. Ayan, tandaan natin. Ayun, ito, kikita nyo ba yung itong fluorine dyan. Ito, oxygen, hydrogen, and chlorine. These are the usual number of their this is their usual oxidation number. So, fluorine, we have negative 1. Oxygen, we have negative 2. Hydrogen, we have negative 1. And chlorine, we have negative 1. Sabi niya, oxygen daw natin is always negative 2 except they are peroxides. So, sa peroxide, they become negative 1. So, negative 1 po sila pag peroxide. Tandaan, if it's H2O2, then it's a peroxide. So, the oxidation number of oxygen would be negative 1. Same goes with your hydrogen. It's negative 1. Okay po. Next. Calculating oxidation state number, oxidation state, negative 1. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. Nakita ko doon, di ba, this is the usual number, yung nandiyan sa white na table natin. Nakalagay lang din dyan. Oxidation number, usual oxidation number ng hydrogen is positive 1. Oxygen is negative 2, and fluorine is negative 1. There is an exemption. Nagiging 0 lang po ang hydrogen natin if it's uncombined. Uncombined, wala siyang ibang kasama. Nagiging negative naman siya, negative 1 naman siya if it's sodium hydride or metal hydride. Next, oxygen natin, the usual is negative 2. Magiging 0 lang daw po ang kanyang oxidation state pag uncombined. Basta uncombined, 0 yan. Magiging negative naman yan pag hydrogen peroxide. Same goes with your rule number 3. Next, magiging positive 2 naman siya if it's combined sa ating fluorine 2. F2O naman siya, magiging positive po yung ating oxygen. So, those are the exemption to the rules. Ayan, sa fluorine. Next, yung fluorine natin, isa lang naman ang exemption niya. Magiging 0 siya if it's uncombined or wala siyang kasama. So, yan lang naman yung exemption ng ating fluorine. So, yan yung mga tatandaan nating exemptions in naming or assigning our oxidation states. So, these are the examples. Give the oxidation state of an element other than OH and F. So, this one, binigay na, given naman na yung O natin. Diba? We have negative 2. H is for positive 1. And negative 1. So, solve natin. Yan yung given natin. So, solve natin. Una, Una, this is your negative, this oxygen. Walang nakalagay. So, the usual oxidation state number niya ay 2. Tama? So, this is negative 2. 2 yan. So, and then may subscript tayo na 2. So, 2 times negative 2, we have negative 4. Since this is negative 4, kailangan kabaliktaran siya ng sign ng S para maging neutral sila. So, negative 4, dapat magiging positive 4 siya. So, overall, neutral sila. Next, we have NH3. H is always positive 1. Ayan, kakasabi ko lang. So, positive 1 yung kanyang oxidation number. Meron siyang subscript. Check lagi natin yung subscript natin. So, meron tayong 3 na subscript times your oxidation number ng hydrogen, we have positive 3. Since this is positive 3, kailangan kabaliktaran siya ng sign ng nitrogen natin. That's why the nitrogen would be negative 3. Next, we have NO2. 2 is negative, oxygen is negative 2. So, meron tayong subscript dyan na 2. We have 2 times negative 2. We have negative 4. Sabi ko, kabaliktaran siya nung N. So, this is negative 4. Magiging positive 4 tayo dyan. Next, we have NH4. Meron tayo ditong positive. Take note, meron tayong positive. Ibig sabihin, that is the overall charges ng compound natin. So, unahin muna natin i-compute tong hydrogen natin. We have the usual, we have positive 1. May subscript tayong 4, so we have 4 times positive 1, we have positive 4. Take note, meron tayong positive 1 na charges. So, positive 1 minus 4 minus 1, we have positive 3. 4 minus 1 is equal to positive 3. Since positive 3, dapat kabaliktaran siya ng sign ng H. That's why ang positive sana ng N natin would be, the value should be, rather, negative 3. Sana maliwanag. Next, we have IF7. Fluorine natin, the usual oxidation number is negative 1. Meron tayong subscript dito na 7. So, 7 times negative 1 is equal to negative 7. Kailangan nito ay opposite para dun sa value ng I natin. So, negative 7 would become positive 7. Next, we have Cl2O7. The usual value ng oxygen natin is negative 2. May subscript tayong 7, that's why 7 times negative 2. So, 7 times negative 2 is equal to negative 14. Take note, meron subscript yung chlorine natin dyan. Anong gagawin natin? I-divide natin tong 14 sa 2. Ito pala, 14 divide 2. So, magiging 7. So, this is negative 14 divide 2. So, magiging negative 7. Tama? Dapat kabaliktaran yan. That's why the value for chlorine would be 7. Okay po. Next, we have here negative charges dyan. So, unahin muna natin. That would be the negative charge. So, that would be the overall charge. So, next, ano yung usual oxidation number ng oxygen natin? It's negative 2. Negative 2, and then may subscript tayong 3. That's why 3 times negative 2. So, we have negative 6. Meron tayong overall negative 1. So, 6 minus 1, we have negative 5. Negative 5. Dapat kabaliktaran yung sign yan ng N. So, N would be positive 5. Sana wag tayong nalilito. Next, we have NO2. Meron tayo ulit negative charge dyan. Bago natin yung gamitin, that would be your overall charges. Pwede nyo namang isulat just like dun sa ginagawa ko ngayon para hindi tayo malito. Next, so, punta tayo sa usual oxidation number ng oxygen natin. We have negative 2. So, meron tayong subscript na 2. So, 2 times negative 2, it's negative 4. Meron tayong overall na negative 1. So, 4 minus 1, we have negative 3. Kailangan natin kabaliktaran yan. That's why we have N is positive 3. Next, SO3. meron tayong overall negative 2. So, bago natin galawin yan, isolve muna natin yung value ng O. O is the usual oxidation number ng oxygen is negative 2. Subscript is 3. That's why 3 times negative 2. So, we have negative 6. Meron tayong overall na negative 2, mga mimasor. I-minus natin, minus 2. So, we have negative 4. Kabaliktaran ng negative 4. So, the value of S would be positive 4. Okay po, maliwanag po sana tayo dyan. Next, 3, S2O3, negative 2. So, we have here 2, oxidation state of oxygen is negative 2. Then, the subscript is 3. So, 3 times 2, it's negative 6. Meron tayong overall na negative 2. So, makikita din natin na ang subscript ng S ay 2. Meron tayong 2. So, 6 minus 2, it's negative 4. Sana ang sagot. Kaso, 2 yung may subscript yung S natin. So, i-divide ulit natin siya sa 2. So, 4 divide 2, we have 2. They have positive 2, mimasor. Ayan. Ayan, nilagay ko naman kung paano i-compute. Next, S4O6, negative 2. O is negative 2, of course. So, meron tayong subscript na 6. So, negative 2 times 6 is 12, negative 12. So, overall natin, meron siyang negative 2 dyan. So, 12. Meron tayong negative 2 dito. So, we have 10. 10 sana. Then, meron tayong subscript na 4. So, ang sagot dyan ay 10 divide by 4 dapat. Kaso, hindi, pag multiply natin yun, i-divide natin, makukuha tayo ng 2 and 1/2. So, makikita natin dyan, what is the add about the value oxidation state of S4O2, O6, negative 2? The oxidation must be whole number. Pero the average is 2 and 1/2. So, ang gagamitin natin is just positive 2, mga mimasor. Yun lang. Kasi bawal naman po ang kalahating atom. Or bawal naman po ang kalahating oxidation state. Okay po. So, ang gagamitin natin ay 2. Hindi natin nira-round off. Next, MnO4, negative 2. So, ang oxygen natin is negative 2. So, mapapansin natin, naka-base tayo doon sa neutral or usual na elements na may mga fixed na oxidation number, like the oxygen, hydrogen, and fluorine. So, makikita natin dito, oxidation number ng ating oxygen is negative 2. Meron siyang subscript na 4, that's why 4 times 2. O 4 times negative 2, that is negative 8. Then, meron tayong overall negative 2. Overall, ayan o, yung nandito sa taas, that is negative 2. So, negative 8 minus 2, it's negative 6. Since kailangan natin ay kabaliktaran ng negative 6, so magiging positive 6. So, yun sa oxidation number nila. Next, we have the oxidation number of the simple ions is equal to the ionic charges. Ito na yung discuss ko kanina. If ano yung nakikita natin sa itaas ng ating mga element, for example, Na+, we have positive 1. Pag 2+, we have positive 2. If it's negative 3, it's negative 3, of course. So, yan yung kanilang mga ionic charges. Next, we have, for any neutral charges, they always equal to 0. So, for neutral charges or zero charge compound, the sum of the oxidation number is always equal to 0. Sabi niya, pag neutral yung ating element, di ba 0? So, of course, ang number nila is always equal to 0. Ayan. Paano yan? Ito na tayo. The sum of the oxidation states adds up to 0. For the example, we have our element H or NH2. Yan, both are the same and must add up to 0. 0 lang rin yan kasi hindi naman sila combined. Okay, uncombined, so they have 0. Next, C and CO2. C is positive 4, O is negative 2. So, nakikita natin we have 1 carbon dioxide, so 1, carbon, sorry, 1 carbon, so 4 times 1, and then negative 2 times 2. So, if you would see, 4 times 1 is 4. 2 times negative 2 is 4. So, they are equal to 0. 4 minus negative 4 is equal to 0. So, that's why they call them neutral. Okay po? Ah, explanation. Because carbon dioxide is neutral molecule, the sum of the oxidation state must be 0. For this, one element must have positive OS or oxidation state, and the other must be negative. So, these are the neutral. So, negative, positive sila. That's why neutral sila. So, how do you determine which is positive one? The more electronegative species will have the negative value. Di-discuss na natin to before what is those elements who have higher electronegative or higher electronegativity value. So, the more na mas malapit sila sa ating anong tawag dun? Novel gases, the more na mas mataas ang kanila electronegativity. So, electronegativity increase across the period and decreases down a group. Pag pupunta tayo dun sa across the period, pag pupunta tayo sa ating noble gases, we have greater or higher or increasing number of electronegativity. Pero pag pababa tayo from tawag dito, from up to down, pababa. Pag bababa naman, we have decreasing number of electronegativity. So, maalala nyo sana yon. So, O is further to the right than C. Ibig sabihin, mas malapit yung oxygen natin sa ating noble gases. That's why mas mataas ang electronegativity niya. That's why O is the negative value. Okay pa? So, the more na mas malapit tayo sa novel gases or mataas ang negativity natin, then, yun yung magiging magtuturo sa atin if it's a negative pa yung value niya or hindi. Okay, tandaan natin pag mas malapit tayo sa novel gases or mas mataas yung electronegativity ng value ng ating element, ibig sabihin sila yung negative value. Okay pa. Next, how do you determine the value of element's oxidation state? Una, makikita natin yan sa position niya sa periodic table. Pangalawa, yung ating formula na ginagamit kanina. Oxidation states, makikita natin yan sa periodic table of elements natin. So, meron yan, if you check lang natin. So, next, rule number 6. In binary metal compounds, elements have an oxidation states of, so in group 17 or 15, 16, 17, for 17 we have negative 1, for group 16 we have negative 2, and group 15 we have negative 3. So, oxidation state, calculating oxidation state negative 2. For metals, have positive values in compounds. Values usually that of the group number Ai, or aluminum, is positive 3. Where there are several possibilities, the values goes no higher than the group number. For example, Sn can be positive 2 or positive 4. Magnesium can be manganese, sorry. Manganese can be positive 2, positive 4, positive 6, positive 7. So actually, for metal elements, they have different or more than one oxidation states. Okay pa. So, nagva-varies yan. Depende sa kasama nila. If even you will check the periodic table, you would see that those elements or the metals, they have different numbers of oxidation number or oxidation states. For non-metals, mostly negative based on their usual ion. Like for the chlorine, they usually have negative 1. Chlorine, they are most electronegative elements, that's why negative sila. So, negative yung charges niyan. So, makikita natin, malapit yan sa ating, I think that is group 7. That's why it's negative 1. So, can have values up to their group number naman. So, since they are group number 7, they can have group value of positive 1, positive 3, positive 5, or positive 7. Pero the usual number or the usual oxidation state of chlorine is negative 1. Maliwanag po. So, Non-metals can also have a values up to their group number. Up to their group number. Pag group number 4 sila, they can have oxidation number up to positive 4. Ganon. If they are group number 7, like the chlorine, they have until positive 7. That's why can have values up to their group number. So, pag group 1 ka, 1 lang ang makukuha mo doon, may mas wala ng iba. Maliwanag. Pero the usual oxidation states or oxidation number for chlorine is negative 1. Okay po. So, what is the theoretical maximum oxidation state of the following elements? O ano daw yung maximum? For sodium, phosphorus, barium, lead, sulfur, manganese, and chromium. So, what it will be the usual and maximum oxidation state of compound of lithium, bromine? Ayan. So, ano yung mga yan? So, for the theoretical maximum oxidation state of the following, for sodium, we have positive 1, fluorine, we have positive 5, barium, we have positive 2. Theoretical po ayan, theoretically. Ayan, up to their group number. So, PB, we have positive 4, sulfur, we have positive 6. And manganese, you have positive 7, kung you have positive 6. So, ganun po yun. These are the theoretical. Kung group 7 sila, di hanggang positive 7. What will be the usual and maximum oxidation numbers, oxidation state in this compound of, for lithium, the usual wala, pero the maximum we have positive 1. For bromine, we have positive 1, the usual, pero the maximum we have positive 7. Chromium naman, we have negative 1, and then up to positive 2. For oxygen, meron tayong there is negative 2. Okay pa. For oxygen, we have negative 2, the usual, and then the maximum we have positive 6. For boron naman, we have negative 2, and then up to positive 3. For nitrogen naman, we have positive 3 up to positive 5, or negative 3 or positive 5. Ganun. So, that is the hindi pala, sorry. Hindi lang nag-move. For lithium, we have positive 1. Ayan. Sabi ko na nga, there's something wrong. Ayan. Ayan, balik ko lang. So, for the lithium, we have positive 1. The usual, the maximum, we have positive 1. Kala ko nagkamali na ako. So, bromine, we have negative 1. And then, the maximum, we have positive 7. For strontium naman, we have positive 2. And then, maximum is positive 2. So, parehas lang na positive 2 yan. For oxygen, we have negative 2 up to positive 6. Kasi group 6 siya. And then, bromine, we have, boron, we have positive 3 up to positive 3. So, isa lang ang value ng oxidation nila. For boron, we have positive 3. And then, nitrogen, we have negative 3 or positive 5. Maximum would be positive 5. So, yan yung mga tatandaan natin for the oxidation states nila. Next, we have the polyatomic ions. The sum of the oxidation number equals the charge of the polyatomic ions. So, paano yan? Paano nangyari yung manganese O4 negative 1? So, here is the example. So, sum of the oxidation states adds up to the charge. So, for example, we have NO3 negative. So, we have negative 1 for the overall charges. SO4 negative 2, the overall charges is negative 2, and NH4 positive, the oxidation states or the overall oxidation number is positive 1. Ayan. So, balikan natin kung paano siya naging positive 4, positive 7, o naging negative 1. Ayan, yung kanina. Paano siya naging negative 1 on that end. So, we have here, una, the oxidation states of oxygen's most compound is negative 2. Ayan na yan. So, 2 times, ilan yung subscript ng ating oxygen is 4. That's why 2 times 4, it's negative 8. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. Overall charge of an ion is negative 1. Kasi meron siyang negative dyan. Ito. Baka hindi niyo makita. Ayan, negative yan, yung guhit dyan. Therefore, the sum of oxidation state must add up to negative 1. So, ang equals daw niya should be equals to negative 1. The oxidation state of magnesium is negative 1. Ayan. Mn, negative 1. So, therefore, the oxidation state of Nm, of magnesium MnO4, is positive 7. So, negative 8 to. Meron tayong overall na 1. So, 8 minus 1 is 7. There is negative 7. So, babalik rin mo yan. So, the overall would be positive 7. So, positive 7, that is for Mn. Oxygen is negative 8. And then is equal to negative 1. So, ganyan yung magiging itsura niyan pag nagko-compute tayo ng oxidation number. So, the oxidation number of manganese is positive 7. Next, let's have another example. So, you have SO4, negative 2. Balikan na naman natin nung kanina. Diniscuss ko na to kanina, pero balikan lang natin. The usual muna, doon tayo sa 2. So, the usual oxidation number of oxygen is negative 2. Subscript ng oxygen natin is 4. So, 2 times 4, it's negative 8. So, meron tayong overall 2 dyan. Because yung makikita natin ay negative 2 yung overall niya. 8 minus 2 is 6. That is negative 6. Babalik na rin mo lang yung sign. So, magiging positive 6. So, the S would be positive 6. Na-discuss ko na yan kanina. So, alam ko, basic na lang to. Okay na tayo. So, I hope maliwanag po sa atin yung ating rules in naming or assigning oxidation number. Now, pumunta na tayo sa tinatawag nating redox reaction. Tatandaan natin, balikan ko lang, baka nakalimutan agad yung oil rig natin or oxidation loss of electrons. So, oxidation, nagkakaroon ng loss of electrons. Pag reduction, we have gain of electrons. So, pag hindi pa rin natin maalala, let's still have a memory device for this one. We have Leo, the lion. Ayan, yung lion natin, ang pangalan niya ay Leo, says grrr. Leo means lost electrons, oxidation. Pag naglo-loss ng electrons, that is an oxidation. For grrr naman, it's gain electrons, reduction. Pag nag-gain ng electrons, reduction. Oil rig, balikan natin. Oxidation is loss of electrons. Reduction is gain of electrons. Oxidation is loss. That's why oil. Or oxidation is loss of electrons. Reduction is gain of electrons pag rig. Ayan, ganyan. Paano na natin masasabi na they lose or they gain? For example, nakita natin dito sa side na to, sa product natin or reactant natin na Na lang. Wala kang makikita kahit anong charges sa kanya. So, this is 0, tama? Kasi wala siyang charge. This is an combined element. So, the charges or the oxidation state is 0. If napunta siya, sa product natin na naging Na positive na siya, ibig sabihin, nag-gain na siya. Nag-lose na siya kasi positive pala yung charges niya. Ano ba ang sign ng electrons natin? It's negative charge. So, since positive na yung oxygen natin, yung sodium natin, ibig sabihin, nag-loss siya ng electrons. Same goes with your calcium. Yung calcium natin dito, it's uncombined. This is 0. Nung na-oxidize siya, naging positive to siya. Ibig sabihin, nag-loss siya ng electrons. That's why naging positive siya. Tandaan natin, when we lost electrons, when we lost negative charges, we become positive. Parang ganun sa picture kanina. Nung nag-loss siya ng electrons, then they become positive. So, this one naman, sa second one, this is negative charge. Bromine negative. Negative 1, yung kanyang overall charges. Nung napunta na siya sa product, it become PR2 na lang. Wala na siyang wala na siyang charges. It becomes 0. So, ibig sabihin, they gain electrons. Nag-gain yung electrons natin. Next. Yung Fe natin, 2 naging positive siya. Ayan. And nag-gain siya ng electrons, it become positive 3. Nadagdagan siya, Mi. Like positive yan. Nadagdagan siya ng isa. So, nag-gain siya ng electrons. Next, redox reaction. So, tandaan natin, paulit-ulit to. Redox, when the reduction and oxidation takes place. That's why we call it redox. Oxidation or removal or loss of electrons, we call it the oil. Species will get less negative or more positive. So, nagiging more positive sila or nagiging less negative sila if they lost electrons. For reduction naman, they gain electrons. So, most probably, they become more negative or less positive. So, meron tayo ditong example. Ayan, meron tayong arrow dyan. If reduction, they are more negative. That's why nagiging yung arrow natin pababa. So, the more na negative sila, they are gaining electrons. The more na nagiging positive, less positive sila, they lost electrons. Ayan. So, for the reduction of inoxidation states, species has been reduced. For example, we have chlorine, and then it reduced to -1 to 0 to -1. So, 0, ayan yung ating para hindi tayo nalilito, meron din tayong ganitong, para siyang, ang tawag dito, litmus paper, ganun. So, from 0 to -1, so it reduced. That's why reduction siya. For increase naman, Na, from 0 to +1 to maas, that's why oxidation. So, pwede nyo din itong gamitin, itong table na to, or yung may arrow na yan, if ever na nalilito tayo. So, the more na negative, the more na nagigain sila ng electrons. The more na they less positive, they are more positive than they are under oxidation. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent, if they reduce the process, ibig sabihin na bawasan. Nag-gain sila ng nag-gain sila ng electrons. That's why we have oxidizing agent. For reducing agent naman, nabawasan yung ating nag-loss ng electrons. That's why reducing agent sila. So, deoxidize. For oxidizing agent, reduce the process. So, under reduction. For reducing agent, deoxidize the process. That's why they under oxidation process. So, oxidation is the loss of electrons. Reduction is the gain of electrons. So, in oxidation, increase in oxidation number. So, nagkaroon ng plus. For decrease in oxidation number, we have, for reduction, we have Cl, 0. So, it become -1. So, 0 to -1, they are under reduction. So, notice natin, electrons are on the right. Ayan. For the oxidation number. For reduction naman, notice that electrons are on the left. Ayan. So, pag nasa left, they are reduction. If they are on the right, they are the oxidation number or oxidizing. So, let's have this one. Oxidation in reduction in oxidizing states or oxidation states, and increase in oxidation states, we have the oxidizer. So, O is for oxidation, R is for the reduction, or N is for the neither. So, we have here Fe 2 plus is to negative, is to positive 3. So, the answer would be, ayan, oxidation, nag-loss siya. So, mali yung kanina yung sa picture. So, O natin, it's more positive siya. So, that is oxidation. O, nag-loss. Tama ba? Oxidation. Next, positive oxidation. Balikan ko yung, ito. So, 2 to 3. 2 positive 2 siya. Umakyat siya sa 3. That's why oxidation. Tama. So, next, we have 0 to -1. So, this is reduction. 0 to -1, pababa siya. 0 to -1 ulit. Kasi dito sa kauna, F2 lang. It's uncombined. For this one naman, sa kanyang, right-handed side, we have here, or the product, we have F2O, or we have a compound. So, ibig sabihin, they have their value na for the oxidation state. For oxygen, you have -2 and F is -1. So, F2 yan, 0 to -1. That's why it's reduction. Next, we have here C2O4 -2 and naging CO2 na lang siya. So, if you can see, O is from -2 times 4, it's -8. Diba? To become -2 times -2, it's 4. 8 minus 2 is 6. Nasa naiintindihan nila ako. And then, we have -4. So, you have +3 to +4. So, it become oxidation. Ayan. Computin muna natin ang oxidation number natin dito. Okay, una, we have here, una, ang oxidation natin is, overall, we have -2. So, ang value ng oxygen natin is -2. So, -2 times 4, that is the subscript, so -8. Okay pa. And, ang carbon natin ay 2. So, -8 minus 2, kasi meron tayong overall, it's -6. Divide by 2, so you have 3. So, -3, balik na rin natin, so the value of carbon is +3. Next. Ala, sana nagigets niyo po ako. Okay, tingnan natin if can I have, Ken. Ala, wala kasi akong mouse. So, this one, di ba ang value ng oxygen natin is -2. So, you have -2 times times 4, kasi yung subscript niya is 4. So, times 4. So, it's equal to -8. Tama po. -8 yung value ng oxygen natin. Eh, meron tayong overall na charges. That is -2. So, -8 minus 2, it's -6. Tama po. No. Kasi -8 minus the overall charges, so magiging -6. So, dalawa yung carbon natin. So, i-divide natin tong -6 sa dalawa, kasi dalawa yung carbon natin. So, we have -3. So, meron tayong -3. Eh, di ba po, pag magbibigay tayo ng oxidation number, dyan sa kasama ng oxygen natin should be kabaliktaran ng sign. So, the value for carbon should be +3. Ayan siya, +3. Next. Nung lumipat siya, the value for carbon is -2. Wala silang charges, overall charges. So, -2. Oxidation number ng oxygen is 2. Tama, the usual. Times, so, kanyang subscript ay 2. Multiply natin sa 2. Sana nagigets. So, 2 times 2, it's -4. Tama po. -4 yung value niya. Eh, dapat kabaliktaran siya pag ilalagay natin siya dun sa carbon. So, this is -2 ay -4. So, ibig sabihin, the value for carbon for this time, it's +4. So, ibig sabihin, from positivity, it become more positive. That's why I call it oxidation number. Next, we have here H2O2. This is peroxide. Sa peroxide, sabi niya, it's always -1. Hindi siya magiging -2. For this one naman, oxygen gas, wala siyang kasama. This is uncombined element, so this is 0. So, -1 to 0, still oxidation. Kasi nga, pataas. So, -1 to 0, this is oxidation. Next, peroxide pa rin, this is -1. This is H2O2, so nagiging -2 na to. That's why this is reduction. Next, i-compute nyo na yung iba. Ayan. So, you have Cr2O7, -2. So, kindly check kung tama yung sagot ko dito. So, overall, we have -2. And then, meron siyang subscript na 7. 7 times -2, it's 14. Minus 2, it's 12. Then divide by 2, it's 6. So you have positive 6, tama. So this one naman, meron siyang overall charges na 1. 3, sorry. So 3 yung kanyang charges. So positive 6 to positive 3, then this is a reduction. So ipaki-compute na lang. This one, positive 6 and positive 6 siya. So this is neutral or neither. And then R. Kayo na po ang magbalang nag-compute kung tama po yan. Next, balancing the redox half reaction. So ito yung kailangan nating tandaan na rule for this one, balancing redox half reaction. Una, workout formula in a species before and after the change. So, balance if required. Kailangan muna natin i-balance. Workout oxidation state of the element before and after the change. Add electrons on one side of the equation so the oxidation state is balanced. If the charge on the species or ions and electrons on the either side of the equation do not balance, then add sufficient positive hydrogen ions to one of the sides of the balance the charges. If equal still doesn't balance, add sufficient water molecules on one side. So later on, makikita natin kung saan dapat tayo nag-a-add ng H positive at nag-a-add ng water. For this one, we have iron 2 being oxidized by iron 3. So step 1, ilagay muna natin yung formula ng ating example. So we have iron 2, so Fe2 plus. Ayan siya. Then, na-oxidize siya naging Fe3 plus. According sa rule number 2 natin, work out oxidation state of the element before it and after change. So, step 2, we have positive 2 and then positive 3. So, yan, isulat natin yung oxidation state. So, nag-positive 2, then it become positive 3. Next, step 3, add electrons to one side of the equation so that the oxidation state becomes balanced. So, this one, positive 2 yan, and then positive 3. Paano magbabalance? Kailangan natin siyang bawasan ng isa tong positive 3. That's why magdadagdag tayo ng electrons. Negative yan, Mima Sor. So, 3 minus 1, it's magiging positive 2. That's why they become balanced. Okay pa? Next, yun na yun. Madali lang yung example number 1 natin. An electron charge is negative 1 is added to the right-handed side of the equation. So, it balance the oxidation change. Ayan. So, positive 2 to positive 3 plus negative 1. Ito yun, negative 1 ang ibig sabihin ng electrons na yan. So, they become balanced. So, as everything balances, there's no need to proceed in step 4 and 5. Magiging 4 and 5 lang yan pag hindi natin mabalance ang lahat. Okay, let's have another example. So, you have MnO4 being reduced in Mn2 plus in acidic solution. So, let's have example number 1. They have step 1. So, sabi niya, MnO4 being reduced to Mn positive 2. Okay pa. So, yan yung ating number 1. We need to formulate or work out on the formula on the species before and after the change. Step 2. Work out the oxidation state of an element before and after the change. So, susulat natin yung oxidation number nila. Na-compute na natin to. This is positive 7. Positive 4 yan. Negative 2 yung oxidation number ng oxygen natin. Meron tayong overall negative 1 dyan. So, negative 2 times 4, it's negative 8. Meron tayong overall dyan na negative 1. So, 8 minus 1, it's 7. Negative 7, baliktarin mo yung sign, it become positive 7. Next, dito naman we have positive 2. Ayun na siya.